Good morning. Holy smokes, 2 days left. Independents, undecided, and women voters could hold the keys to victory on Tuesday. So just how will the votes stack up? Senior fellow at the King's College in New York City, Scott Rasmussen, is here to break down the voting groups that we should keep our eye on Tuesday. Scott, nice to see you this morning.
Great to be here. Can't believe it's just 2 days away.
Unbelievable. And there's a few key voting blocks. A lot of people have been making hay about college-educated women. Where will they fall? Where will the independents fall? Take us through those.
Well, let's take a look at the overall context. Donald Trump in the last few weeks has made up some ground. He was down by 6 points in the Fox News poll in mid-October. Now just a 2-point race. So he's been moving, but he's still behind. I mean, we can't forget that. This is not a pure tie. You've seen the movement among women be pretty much the same. He was down by 17 points among women, still down by 13 points now. So a little bit of movement. But when you talk about women voters, it's not a monolithic block. They're divided along race and education lines just like everybody else. So white women are leaning towards Donald Trump by 9 points. It is minority women who are leaning heavily for Hillary Clinton. When you talk about education, white women with a college degree are going for Clinton by 8 points. But white women without a college degree, or women without a college degree, are moving towards Trump by 21 points. So what we're going to see here is movement along a variety of lines. Being a woman is not the decisive factor in this case. When we talk about independent voters, Donald Trump has the edge, but he's not made up a lot of ground here. This is a group that about a third of them are not ready to vote for either major party candidate. Obamacare is a big issue. By a 2-to-1 margin, independent voters believe that Obamacare should be repealed.
Are they going to stay home on Election Day? Are independents actually going to get out of bed and go vote?
Well, independents who are leaning one direction or the other are going to get out of bed and vote. The others, we're not sure. And that's a big part of the equation.
When you look at independents, I mean, Johnson and Stein, is this a real factor here?
Absolutely. In fact, the biggest factor, the reason that this race is so unpredictable right now, 12% of voters overall are not committed to one of the major party candidates. 4 years ago, that was only 5%.
Wow.
And, you know, these are voters who might stay home. A lot of the people who are truly undecided are going to stay home. If you are deciding, though, between Johnson and Trump or Stein and Clinton or some other mix, we don't know what you're going to do when you walk into the voting booth. And the fact that there's 12% of the population in that case, or in that situation with a 2-point race, means we can't be sure. Clinton has the edge, but...
Does this point to a dissatisfaction just with the two top candidates right now?
Absolutely. It's a fundamental rejection of both. 15% of voters nationwide dislike both candidates.
Unbelievable. So with 2 days left, independents, you see this shift. Donald Trump made a big play for independents over the last few months. Did it work?
It's worked a little bit. We don't know if it's going to work enough. Remember, a third of those independents are not committed to either candidate. Hillary Clinton made a play for them yesterday by saying she wants to be president of all the people, and that's what a lot of these independents are looking for.
What about independents in the early vote? We had obviously a lot of absentee ballots come in and early voting over the past 3 weeks,
right.
So forth.
And look, the early voting is driven by partisan passion. It is people who are really excited or who are connected to an organization in some way. These are the people that you would expect to show up and vote. The voters on Election Day who are independent are very unpredictable. We are in a situation where, since the polls show Clinton ahead by 2 points, if the independents break one way and turnouts break one way, Clinton could win by 5 points.
Wow.
But it could also go in the other direction to a Donald Trump victory.
All right. Thank you for that last final analysis here 2 days before. Thanks, Scott.
Thanks,
we appreciate it.